Hi, Taurus. This is your weekly reading. I am super excited to have started doing weekly full reads for all signs. And of course, you know, my self-proclamation to have had a PhD in Taurus. My person, my dad, just absolutely finish each other's sentences. He was a Taurus. Two of my children are a Taurus. One of my best friends that we used to like show up wearing the same thing without planning it weekly. Also a Taurus. I could go on. And then there's like another 4 in my family. So Taurus and Cancer are actually really good. A dear person in my life has a mom that's a Cancer with a Taurus moon. It probably doesn't get better than that for mom material. So this is interesting. So we're going to take a look at a couple of things. This is how I do my readings. We are going to look at the energy that you're currently feeling, whether you're aware or not. And the energy around you. And then the energy of your persons or situation. And then the center row is always for like the alchemy, the energy that the two energies create, right? Because that's just science, and spirituality is science. It's the same thing. Yeah, it is. And then what you got going on? And then we're going to look at the energies if this should turn into something solid. You know, what are the energies you're bringing with you into this relationship that are maybe like the main theme of how you're approaching interacting with other people. And again, the energy that creates from the both of you. And then the last line is something that I do because it's not about the destination being the person or the relationship. The destination is you getting to a place of peacefulness within you. And so every exchange that we have, good and bad, the ones that last 2 months and the ones that last 20 years, they are all just a ride that you're supposed to take. You're supposed to get in the car. They are a vehicle to what you need to discover about you. So in this last line, I look at what are the lessons? What is the main lesson that this exchange, or the first lesson that this exchange will bring each of you that was divinely decided by universe, and the alchemy, like how you'll walk away exchanging with others. So what's for yourself, what's with how you exchange with other people, because how you exchange with other people, it's not that the people have control over your peace and happiness, it's how you exchange and how you let that affect you, that control your peace and your happiness, because it's really within you. So like there's always like a lesson, right, to like tweak how we do exchanges. So let's get into it, Taurus. And this is for Taurus, moon, sun, rising, Venus. I'm big on including Venus. But the other thing is, if you have a stellium in the second house, if you have your sun or your moon in the second house, possibly Venus, but definitely sun or moon, I suggest that you watch Taurus readings. Because if you're a Scorpio, but you have Taurus in the second house for your moon, you or even your sun, you could, you know, even though those signs are opposite, you could feel more like the Taurus than you do like the Scorpio in a lot of ways, because the house matters, especially if your sun is really strongly aspected in the second house. No matter what kind of sun it is, you could feel very Taurian, and you could take on how you exchange in relationships in very Taurian ways. So that's my advice. Okay. So in the first row, we have 2 of Pentacles for you in kind of the energy you're sitting in now, and it came out in reverse. So you're not feeling very balanced. If you are watching my Friday night live tarot on Soul Navigation, Taurus has been trying to get out of a situation, and I don't know if I'm reading for the exact same community, because this is going out to like possibly a bit of a different demographic. Hopefully it'll be all the same community, but this reading looks like it kind of maybe speaks to that. Your person, though, the situation that's around you really wants to come in. I'm hearing the "you should let me love you." Who sings that? Leave me a comment if you know who sings that. Who sing? I don't know. But anyway, they want to they're asking you to let them love you. I don't know if you're having it though. I don't know if you're also going to have a choice. The alchemy in between you right now, if I can pick up the card, there we are, is the Queen of Wands. And again, she's in reverse. So it's funny. I feel like the person that wants to, that's singing you the song, I feel like they are normally pretty like powerful, a little badass. When they are around you, they don't feel less than, but like they feel a little bit more humbled. Taurus is kind of a powerful sign. Taurus that knows their worth is a very powerful sign. And they do have a little strut, ability. But I feel like whoever this person is, when they're around you, it's almost their fascination. You could be dealing with somebody like a Gemini, although I don't love that match normally. You could be dealing with a Capricorn too, like somebody who usually walks in the room and owns it. But then when they're around you, I am feeling somebody who is just like, wow, you're great, and like softens. For you, this reverse Queen of Energy, Wands energy. Sometimes Queen of Wands in reverse is like, I used to do the most, now I'm doing the least. You can work for it. It's also somebody who's like, Taurus is the touch, taste, feel. 5 senses, refrigerator scene from 9.5 weeks sign. Let's just be honest. And so Queen of Wands in reverse for me could very much just be like, not even that's going to work. I'm dead inside. I'm done. Like, you could try. And here's this person over here singing you, let me love you. Like, so this is a very interesting dichotomy, but it gets better. Hold on. So what it looks like in energetically in a relationship is you and Hangman. It's the same energy. It's the, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Because I feel like there's something else. You do feel out of balance. We'll clarify, but this could be that other thing that you're not. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius less. But Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo are fixed signs, so they don't like to leave things. They like to work on them, but also low key, they don't want to lose. Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus are not I mean, if it's unhealthily aspected and they've had a lot of unhealthy exchanges in their life and they were taught as children to see people's possessions, sure, they can be obsessively possessive. But there's a shade of like, that's mine. I like that it's mine. Mine, down, down, down. So sometimes they stay in things because they feel like they're losing to another person. And that's hard for them because when they love deep, right? So I feel like you may be still stuck in the energy of, whatever is going on or what was going on is not good, but it's like irking you. That you feel like you lost in some way. And that is marring your vision and your ability to see the let me love you person. Oh, Taurus. I can't wait to see what's like coming or advice from universe. This has just been a theme with Taurus in all of its readings lately. So you have the Hangman and you are using the time to like enlightenment, work on yourself, and that's all great. I wish I felt like you were just like, I'm just working on myself right now. It's no offense to anybody. Listen, when somebody comes and, knocks me over sideways, sure. Right. That I would be a little less concerned about. This looks like you're stuck in a different energy and you're using the time to enlighten, sure. They have willingly walked away from whatever it was. And I don't think it's just a whoever. I think it is a whatever. I think it's like a whole situation. For me, this person I feel like is tied to like there's family involved or friends, like it was complicated to walk away. That's what I'm feeling. And also they walked away from like letting others influence. That's not just judgment or opinion, but like literally they're working on not as being easily influenced, whoever this is. They're walking away. I also feel like they may wait for you. For some of you, they're going to wait for you. For some of you, they're not. They're not necessarily going to jump into the next thing because I don't think that's where this person is at. I have to say, this is number 7 of the reads for 12 signs. And this is one of the healthiest other people rows that I've seen and I'm feeling. Here's what's cracking me up, Taurus. The alchemy that the two of you create when you're with you in Hangman and them willing to walk away from like being overly influenced from their own self-sabotage, like from a whole situation. I think we've all at least once, reluctantly fallen in love. That you, whether you meant to or not, it either happened or it's happening. Oof, yeah. So like you're feeling off balance, you're kind of stuck on feeling like you lost, even if it's something, even if you don't, I feel like there's something that like the prize isn't so great, Taurus. It's Taurus moon, sunrise. I'm kind of really getting this for Taurus. I'm not so much getting this for Taurus moon. I feel like this is Taurus sun rising. All right, you know what they just showed me? I don't know if this ever happened to anybody else. But a dear friend of mine, we're still friends. I don't think she watched these videos. but we've all done it. I've done the same thing, but there was something that I really loved. That was a toy that she didn't like. She never played with. And I just loved it so much. And one day her mom was like, "Oh, sweetie, just take that. No one ever touches it. No one put." It's funny now because I'm thinking about it. She has Taurus. She is just Taurus. About an hour later, my friend was crying. We're 5, but she was crying. And her mom was at the front door, and my mom was going, "Go get the doll. Go get the doll." I was like, "She don't even like it." It wasn't even a prize that she wanted, but it was hers. I licked it, it's mine. I really feel like you're holding on to something that you don't even see as a prize or something that you want anymore, but it's the way that you feel like you're losing it, or the way that it's ending. There's something that's just kind of sour on that. I'm trying to do some head over heart stuff, I feel like. Nice try, but you're probably gonna, while your head is kind of a little bit mad, your heart's taking the leap. So let's look at what you both get out of the exchange. What is the long-term, like, soul satiating lesson, growth, evolvement, enlightenment, whatever that you get from this exchange? This is a weird card to have as like a lesson, as a good thing, and sometimes it happens. One of the other signs got the Cancer card in reverse as the lesson, with the Chariot, but it was because the lesson was supposed to be in action, because that Chariot card, like even the Sphinxes were like sitting, weren't doing nothing. So it was somebody supposed to be moving, it wasn't moving, and the inaction keeps becoming a block. I mean, you got the Hangman here. It's not very different energy. What we have for you is the Empress in reverse. I'm going to take a clarifier on it. The Empress isn't just, it is divine feminine, but it's not just about divine feminine. It's about sitting in your power. And I'm sure as I keep touching the card, and I'm sure as we clarify, as it always does, in the end, it's going to come together. And for whoever this is like very specifically for, something will come through. I already hear things, but I just want to clarify before I say that. For them, they're going to learn with you, who is a fixed sign, to put consistency into a relationship. I think this is somebody like, "Hi, my name is Sam," and I was like, you know, and I'm a love bomber. I think this is someone who really liked the romance and got bored. Again, I'm getting Gemini vibes. But this person learns that the reward comes from like consistency, and not consistency in who they are. Because like we're supposed to grow and change and evolve, right? But more like consistency of like what you're setting up for expectations and communication with another person, because this is right. And Wheel of Fortune is the lesson that the alchemy presents, and there you are, right there. Wheel of Fortune is about fixed signs, because and it's halfway through the major arcana, right? It's 10. It's a closing of a cycle, but it's not so much the closing of a cycle the way the World card is. My end is my beginning, but it's about movement, and that's why the fixed signs are on it. It's the Wheel of Fortune is just the tides turning. But our free will and our own innate power that we go most of our lives failing to recognize that we have is what you both understand you have. They understand it through consistency, and now this makes more sense. And you understand this, that things don't move unless you move them, and that you can, that power in the Empress, and this is male or female, but the power in the Empress is really, the power is supposed to be used inwardly to feel comfortable in any situation and not to manipulate it, or not feel like you lose power. You're not losing that power. You're not losing that divinity. If you let the yucky prize go, like, that's when it turns into manipulation, and not sitting in your power doesn't mean you never lose, Taurus. Sitting in your power doesn't mean you never lose. That's not what makes you powerful, is winning all the time. Nor is it a character flaw, especially if it's a public not winning. But the Wheel of Fortune can't, you're responsible for shifting that. Your reading is very deep. So is below as above. It's a matter of, and let's get some cards to, I still gotta do Virgo and Capricorn, and I already feel like I need to go lay down, because whenever I do readings, Spirit Universe, what your guides, because I call in every, like, please convene, have a kiki. I would like my guides and your guides to have a kiki, and let me know what I gotta know so I could tell you, because it's not about me, it's about you. And you know, God forbid, it should just be like, Taurus, have a snack, you'll feel better, eat a Snickers. Nope. They're like, Susie will say it, tell them about their childhood. Like, it's always so, it's never a light, like, your person has brown hair, you're gonna meet them when you're, at a party. No, it's about scars. Okay, that's about as confirmation as confirmation gets for what I was feeling. Five of Swords. And Five of Swords, if you notice, they're still trying to fight. It's over, it's done, and there are two other people walking away, and you're left holding your sword. This is all about feeling helpless in a situation that you know that you're better than, but for some reason, the attachment to the outcome and the yucky prize has you still wielding your sword, and it's keeping you stuck. And it's in your environment as a child, or for some of you, that would be all my cards. For some of you, this ties to, I just saw Messy Marvin. I'm old, but there was a Hershey syrup commercial. And when I was young, before they invented the wheel and fire, Hershey syrup came in a can, like a soup can, and you had to make the little holes like you do with like whatever. I don't, does anybody even do that? Everything has like pull-up tops. Anyway, it was a mess. You would make chocolate milk, it would be messy everywhere. And they come out with the squeeze top, as you see all syrups they're in now, right? In the bottle with the little pop top. And it was Messy Marvin. And you could tell Messy Marvin just got a lot of shit at home. Like, you know, if something was broke, it was Messy Marvin's fault. Like, you know, and for some of you, you felt like you were never doing anything right. And you felt like you tried and you were losing. And it was like public opinion and knowledge that you're just doing it all wrong. And there was like trouble or extra messes to clean up. And you felt high maintenance, a little unlovable. It's not everyone, it's for a handful of you. No child should ever feel high maintenance. Just get that out of the way. But I can't go back and redo your childhood and be your mama. So Cancer in me would like to do that for everyone. However, it has gotten you to a relationship communication style and exchange style that has put you in a position to keep fighting when everyone else has walked away, because you're still fighting for the idea that you are not wrong all the time, and you're not high maintenance, and you are lovable. And it just feels like whatever this stinky prize is that you're trying to hold on to, it just feels like a repeat of all of that. Your power does not lie within winning all the time. It's okay to lose, and it doesn't make you broken or less than or high maintenance or unlovable. Wow. Okay, so let's take a healing card, shall we? Do I want to take my pretty healing cards out, or like all of my, I'm me, so all of my healing cards are pretty. Oh, I just want to give you a hug and a cupcake, Taurus. But here's the thing, what we become aware of, we can start to work on. So although I would like to tell you that somebody with brown hair is coming, you're going to meet them at a party and they're going to give you lots of flowers, this is a good step in the right direction to set you up to meet that person. Yeah, okay. So it's entrapment, which is the same thing as, you know, manipulation. That wand, that power, you feel entrapped by the idea that you're forever trying to eradicate an impression of you that you feel was like so imprinted. I'm seeing like a bull getting branded. Like, I feel like you feel branded. And you're like forever in this mode. And you feel in some way, and it's not your fault. It's not your fault. That's not your fault. But you feel in some way that like winning will take the branding off. But the branding was put there by people with their own limitations, and not, the bull doesn't deserve to be branded either, right? Gosh, this was heavy. Let's get some advice from universe. Your person though, like universe loves you and has your back, because they're sending you in someone healthy. This person's healthy. This person's healthy and they're ready to put in consistency. And they got over some heavy stuff too to kind of get to you. You should let me love you. I feel like this song is so corny and I can't remember who sang it. I like have a plethora of useless knowledge. It's kind of pissing me off that I can't. Let's get advice from the universe. Page of emotions. Yeah, open up your heart chakra. Okay, the wheel came again. You have to shift. You have to shift. You have to shift. Knight of Cups. Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Go slow. Go slow. But you're gonna have to start. I feel like you need to do some like heart chakra meditations, inner child healing, don't we all? But the good news is that you have a new awareness. And the other thing is like, if you want it, that's free will. But if you want it, there's somebody here for you. I'm not seeing any swords. There's no swords on this table. And we have 3 or 4 major arcana. So this was a big reading. That's why it was deep. That's a lot. And none of them are represented by air signs. So we don't have a lot of communication. I don't think this person is in your peripheral. 1, because you won't see it. And 2, I just don't think there's communication, but they're there when you want to shift this. Right? When you want to shift this, and that was the universe's advice, shift. When you are ready, that person will appear to you, even if they're already there. I think they're already there. You're just not. I love you. Now you love you. And also show up on Friday. Taurus keeps winning the divine reading. They won 2 weeks in a row. Go back and watch the last 2. These are a little deeper because I have to do all 12 signs. But this week also we're giving away a 30-minute reading with me. Astrology, we can talk about inner child healing, channeled messages, cards, all of that. I don't normally give away 30 minutes, but technology was whack last week, so I'm having a thank you giveaway. And then there's the contest for the divine readings, which Taurus keeps winning. Stuck their paws in the dirt and put their head down and their horns up and said, I want it. They wanted the prize. Sound familiar, Taurus? So tune into that. That's Friday night, 7:30, Soul Navigation. I'll put a thing up. All the links you could want are in the description box. Do all the things and press all the buttons, and I'll see you next week. Bye.